Hey, happy Thursday, everyone. I cannot believe it is Thursday already. Can you believe that the first week of February is nearly over? It is so crazy how fast this week is going. You know what else is crazy is how freaking cold it is here in North Carolina. It's like in the low 20s this morning, y'all. It has been cold, cold, cold. Coming from Texas, I'm used to February being like the start of spring. And it is like the dead of winter here. It is so darn cold. And with all that coldness, there's a lot of reasons to stay inside and create new things. So today I wanted to talk about the power of decisions. And why the power of decisions, you say? Because I have realized in my own life, as well as my work with clients, that the number one thing that holds us back from creating what we want in our life, whether that's money, whether it's weight loss, that you're trying to hit a perfect weight, whether you're trying to find the perfect mate, whatever it is that you're trying to create, the number one reason that you are not there yet is because you haven't actually decided. And you're like, what are you talking about? Of course I decided. Of course I decided to get on a diet, or of course I decided that I was going to meet my next husband, or of course I decided whatever. No, you haven't. I'm here to tell you that you have not decided. You have not powerfully decided. You have not 100% all in committed decided that this is what you're going to do. You have said, I am going to do this, but if the things don't work out, here's my plan B. Or you said, I'm going to do this by this date unless that doesn't really happen or things get in the way, and then I'll just set another date. Like, you have not literally powerfully decided what it is you want and really defined it, right? You might say, yeah, I want to have a business where I make 6 figures, right? But have you defined what that looks like? Have you defined what you want to be doing to earn that 6 figures? Have you decided how many hours you want to be working? Have you decided who you wanted to be, what kind of people you want to be working with? Have you decided what time of day you're going to be starting, what time of day you're going to be finishing, if you're going to work weekends, if you're not going to work weekends? Have you made all those decisions about what that you want to look like? Or have you just said, I want to have a 6-figure business, and then you're wondering why you don't have a 6-figure business? Or you want to find the love of your life, but you don't want to actually go out and meet people, or you want to like nitpick everybody that anyone wants to introduce you to and decide ahead of time why they are not a good fit, instead of actually just saying, hey, let me just go meet them and have fun and have no expectations and see what happens. So what really holds us back is that we are not powerfully deciding things. And when we're not powerfully deciding, nothing happens, right? And the second part of that, of powerfully deciding, and this is like a critical part of powerfully deciding, is that you need to know why you're doing it, right? You need to know exactly why you are deciding to do this. So you can just say, like, an example of I want to have a 6-figure business, somebody might tell me, okay, not only, let's define before you even get to defining what you want your 6-figure business to look like, or what you want your perfect relationship to look like, or what you want your perfect weight to look like, why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? Because if your reason is not good enough, like if it doesn't resonate with your heart, then you're not going to bring it into creation, right? So for example, on the weight loss, you say, I want to get to be 100 and however many pounds. And you're like, okay, you want to be 100 and something pounds. Okay, perfect. Whatever your goal is. And then it's like, okay, why? Well, because then guys will want to go out with me, and then, I'll look better in a bikini and whatever. And like, okay, why? Why do you want to look better in a bikini? Well, because I don't want to be fat. Okay, why? Like, until you really drill down to your why and you have like a compelling one, you're not going to make it happen. So like if your example on weight loss is you want to get to 100 and something pounds and you're at 200 and something pounds, and the reason you want to get there is because you want to be healthy and you want to be able to be there for your kids and play with your kids and be around still and alive when your grandkids come and all that. And you see that if you don't do that, you are going to be unhealthy and, die or be sick or whatever. That's going to be a compelling reason. If it's just to look good in a bikini so that you can, show that guy who broke up with you in high school why he was a fool, it's probably not going to be a strong enough reason to get you to lose 50 pounds or 100 pounds or whatever it is you're trying to do, right? So the why you're doing something absolutely matters just as much. Yay, Brian, #live, I love it. So not only do you have to clearly define what, but before you even clearly define what, you need to know why you're doing something. So if you want to have a 6-figure business just because it would be fun to have bragging rights, or you'll show that family member who always said that you were never good enough that that you can do it, it's probably not a strong enough reason. If it's because you want to be able to work from home and be able to, play with your kids and have a flexible schedule and provide for your family, and you have this great vision of what all that looks like, you have a much better chance of getting there than if it's just for a vengeful reason, or it's just because then I'll know I made it, or, that's what success looks like in having your own business or having an online business or whatever it is, right? If there's not a compelling reason pulling you, as soon as the going gets tough, you're out. It's too hard, can't do it, right? So you need to know not only what it is you want and clearly define what, not vague. It cannot be vague. It cannot be the least bit vague. You must know exactly what you want, and you know exactly why you want it for a strong, compelling reason that will propel you through the challenging times. Then, and only then, can the how come to you. And you don't even have to know the how, right? You can know that you want to do this, and you have a very compelling picture of what that's going to look like. It's very clear. It's very well defined. Your why you're doing it is strong. It is solid. It reaches to your core. And when you have those things lined up, you don't even need to worry about the how, because the how is going to start to present itself all over the place, y'all. All over the place. Let me give you an example of something that for me recently, right? So about a month or so ago, I think it was around a month ago, I did a mentoring session, a college prep mentoring session for my cousin's daughter, who's a sophomore in high school, and her friend, right? And I don't normally do coaching sessions or mentoring sessions with young people. So I did that, and it was the most fun I had ever. I did a live about it. It was just the most fun thing I had ever done in my life. I just enjoyed these kids. I just loved being there for them. I loved hearing their experience and helping them, find their vision and giving them some mentoring and stuff. I just loved it. I was on cloud 9 when I finished this, right? And seriously, cloud 9. It was just I could do that all day, every day for free, and I would just love it, right? So I was talking to some people about it. I was talking to my own coach about it, and I actually talked to my little cousin's mom and told her how much fun it was and how much I loved that. And she's like, well, maybe you should think about, adding that to your business. And, I kind of was I mulled this around a bit, because I was well, in my business, I've been very much focusing on entrepreneurs, Christian entrepreneurs, and business-related coaching. And so I was well, how does this fit? How does coaching young people and their parents, how does that fit into coaching business owners and entrepreneurs? And it seems like it's it's a mismatch. And I talked to my coach about it, and I was well, that's not really part of my niche. And anyway, I had all this mental drama about it. And she helped me in this instance get clear, what is my real vision? Why am I really coaching, right? Peel away, I've been coaching entrepreneurs, and peel away, I've lots of experience in business and sales. Peel all of that back and really get to the core of why am I coaching, right? Why did I choose coaching as a profession? Why did I quit the corporate world? And the bottom line is I chose to do coaching because I wanted to make a difference in the world, like a big difference in the world. And in my sales career, I was making a big difference in my company's pocketbook and in my customer's pocketbook, but I wasn't making a big difference in the world. I wasn't creating good in the world, right? And so that's why I chose to become a coach. And so as I worked through this with my coach, she's like, well, that's your why, is to make a huge difference in the world. You're coaching to make a huge difference in the world. So is coaching young people in alignment with that? And I was like, hell yeah, it is. Of course it is. Like, what bigger difference could you possibly make in the world than if you're making a big difference in the lives of young people who are our future, who are going to grow up and be the ones leading and, you know, creating a better world for everyone who comes behind them. Like, there is not a better way to make a difference in the world than that. And she's like, well, then there's your answer, right? She's like, your homework is to get your, you know, to get your first clients for this new program and get them going, right? So I'm super excited because I had my kickoff meeting with my first mother-daughter pair for coaching young people, and it's so much in alignment with what I'm doing. It's so much in alignment with who I am and why I choose to do what I do. So yeah, you're right, Bashan, add value to others. And so my mind wanted to make this big drama that I had to choose between coaching, hey Trisha, that I had to choose between coaching business owners and entrepreneurs or choosing to coach between young people. And the bottom line was, that's not a choice that I had to make, right? I just had to make myself available. I didn't have to follow, quote, the rules that you can only have one niche and you have to say yes to these people and no to these people or whatever. Like, I can just choose to make myself available as a coach for the people who need me and resonate with my energy and want to work with me. I don't have to limit that, right? I don't have to listen to what the books say and what the experts say and what this and what that is, right? Like, I can make myself available to the people that want to work with me. Period. End of story. And I can coach and make the world a better place as a coach with the people that show up to work with me. I don't have to, you know, put them in little boxes because I don't want anyone to put me in a box, right? So it's so exciting. So that's the power of decision, right? Like, so when I decided that I didn't care and I was going to go ahead and like let my heart sing and work with young people and not worry about if that, you know, if that I didn't have to make it mean anything about, you know, anything else, that I couldn't work with entrepreneurs. No, I didn't have to make it mean that. I could make it mean that I worked with either of those groups, right? When I didn't have to make it mean that it was a sacrifice of one or the other, the doors opened and my first clients came very quickly, and other opportunities aligned up so fast with regard to that realm. So that's like the magic of powerfully deciding to do something and deciding your why. And as number 3, peeling away the layers of BS and untruths that we put on ourselves, that we have to do either or. We have to, you know, choose this or choose that. That we can't just say, okay, I'm going to powerfully choose this, and it doesn't have to mean that I'm saying no to that, right? So once we peel away the layers of false, you know, false ramifications on ourselves, we just powerfully decide to follow our hearts, like, amazing things happen, and we are led by God, and people that need us or want to work with us, and all the resources are led to us to help make that a reality. When we're feeling blocked and we're like, why is this not happening? Why does it feel like a struggle? Why is this? Ask yourself, where are you not deciding powerfully? Where do you not know why you're doing what you're doing? Or where are you letting like false expectations that the world has dictate your life? And I promise you, when you start like looking in those areas, it's kind of like, I think of this toy box we had when I was a kid. It was this big wooden toy box and had this lid on it, and we'd open it and there was like, you know, I was like one of 4, right? So there's like tons of toys in here, right? Tons of toys. So once we like lift the lid, we know we're looking for a specific toy. Once you get all the other crap out of the way, you know, you actually find what you're looking for. And you find that it's been there all along, even though you couldn't see it because it was buried with all the other toys that you didn't want to play with, right? So think of like your purpose or what's really driving you with that, right? It's in there, and you can take the other toys or the layers of things that the world puts on you or the world makes you think you need, or, you know, you have rules you think you have to follow. When you take those off, just like all the junky toys that you don't want to play with, you'll find your magic toy, the one that you were looking for right there in that toy box. And that is what's going to propel you to fulfill your purpose and to joyfully create what you're meant to create in the world. And that's where your success will be. That's where your money will be. That's where the things that you want to create in this world are going to be, right there. But you have to get powerful about what it is you want to create, why, and pull off the extra layers of crap that you're telling yourself are in your way, and boom, it all starts to flow. So awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. So yeah, so I'm super duper excited. I love working with my entrepreneurs. I love that I'm going to be working with entrepreneurs, and I'm so excited to be working with young people and moms as well to help these young people and have them have good relationships so that the young people don't go down the path of disaster. And the moms are able to be there as a support system, and there's that mutual trust and stuff because it's such a formative time. So it's like so excited to get to do these two different but yet really amazing things with clients. Like, I'm so grateful to be a coach. I'm so grateful to not limit myself. And I'm so grateful to be able to give my gifts to the world. And I want the same for you. I want the same for you. So if you need help with that, I'm a coach. I would love to absolutely to help you. You can text MOON to 90407 if you are in the United States. That will get you a link to my consultation calendar sent directly to your cell phone. And you can click and book a call with me. Or if you're not in the United States and online calendars scare you, you can drop me a DM and we can set up a time manually. I would love to help you reach your full potential and create what you want to create in this world and live your best life right now. You don't need to wait because none of us know how much time we have on this earth, so you might as well start now. Lots of love to you guys. Mwah! I look forward to checking with you tomorrow, which is Friday. I can't believe it's Friday tomorrow. It's crazy. Thank you, everybody who watched live, and thank you and lots of love to all those who are going to catch the replay. Mwah! Love you all.